hope you had an amazing day today. Know that you are loved and appreciated, especially by me. Thank you. Wait, I can't do a heart. Thank you. Okay, so much is going on. I've been so freaking busy. It's insane. Not only in the other dimensions, which is where I pretty much reside most of the time anyway, but also here in the material plane, because so many shifts and changes are happening so quickly. Things that have been set in motion for years now are becoming manifested, and it's happening very quickly. So one of the big things that's coming down the pipe is we're about to see a big split in the universe. Gosh, what does that even mean? All right, so in the universe, I've talked about this before, when God created the universe, God was like, hey, I'm bored. I want to go out and see what's out in the void, and I'm going to go ahead and create life. So God took from itself a part of itself in a blob, because God is like a big mainframe blob of goo. It looks like plasma is what it looks like, from like poltergeist, like gooey, like that. Anyway, then it was like, well, hey, I need to have two. I need to have a right hand and a left hand. Sound familiar? Yeah, okay. So that's when God started to create life. Now, is God actually the one creating life? Or is it these two puppets, these two hands that are an extension of God that is creating life? Because then what happened is these two entities, also known as the twin flames, these two entities also started to not only use that God energy to do, but now they're starting to think. This is where the ethereal plane comes in. This is the angelic realm where thought, they move a mile a minute. And those of you that are tapped into the angelic realm, when you're on point, it's like boom. I mean, shit moves fast. And it's just like boom, 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 boom. So that's the thought realm. And then you get into the emotional realm, which is the astral plane. That's where the goo starts. I call it the goo because you need the emotion that actually is between the material plane and the thought plane. Because so let's say you have a thought. Well, a thought is just a thought. If there's no emotion behind that thought just goes, shh, it's gone. But if you think about something like, holy shit, that's amazing, I'm going to do that. Wow, can you imagine what that's going to be like? Oh, I am so excited. And it's going to be like this, it's going to look like that. And now you just added a whole bunch of emotion to it. Now that thought is now starting to form and create motion into form. And then it becomes materialized. That is the manifestation process. Once you understand that process and you do it over and over and over and repeat, you will start manifesting like that. Eventually, when you get really, really good, it's almost instant. So that's the thing. That's the, I kind of went off on a tangent with the manifestation process, but my point is the universe, when these two started creating, there was a split somewhere in the universe. Something happened. I'm not going to go into the what, but something happened, and the universe, instead of being created in love, which God initially intended it to be, God said, create in love and create life and go expand, grow. I want to know what else is out there. Well, that didn't happen. Instead, we went into polarity, where there was hate and love. And so then there was what we call a great split. That great split created polarity. It created extreme right, extreme left, extreme light, extreme dark, polarity. Now, the universe was supposed to come back around during actually this timeline, during this time period. Those two entities were supposed to come back around and rejoin in love. Well, the first one failed and did not honor their soul contract, and therefore this created a whole new timeline, and it shifted the whole universe on a whole new timeline. This happened a little over a year ago. That new timeline is about to go into motion, into existence here in the material plane. What does that mean? That means that people that are faith-filled, God-filled, source-filled, that are whole, that have done the work, that have done the healing, that have really worked on themselves and detached themselves from those energies that just want to take, that just want to abuse, that just are, narcissistic, they're leeches, they're just not good energies. And they choose to be that way. They are doing that by choice. They are not willing to do the work. They are not willing to see the truth about themselves. They are not willing to evolve. Guess what? Time's up. God set this thing in motion a long time ago, and we are at the point, guys, where you either convert back to source in the material, or you're going to be absorbed. Yes, your life is going to be over. Sorry. If you don't put in the work, if you don't get aligned with highest, greatest, biggest self source, your life is going to tailspin out of control. Everything around you is going to implode. And this is going to create a massive rift. We're going to see two parallel universes running at the same time. It reminded me when I got the vision and the understanding of the movie Elysium, where you have the haves and the have-nots on two different planets. Well, the thing is, it's not the haves and the have-nots. It's those that have done the work and have faith and trust and belief, and those that don't. And those that do are tired and done with those that do not. And they're not messing with those energies anymore. You want to go be bad, you want to go rape, you want to go kill, you want to go do all that crap, you go do it with your own people. Y'all can be like that to each other. Because me, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to be with people that are like me, that want to see growth, that love, they accept each other, they help each other, they lift each other up. I'm going to go over in that group. Yeah, that just split everything, didn't it? There's no middle anymore. There is not going to be any middle. Pick a side. Sorry. You're either this or you're that. That's it. You can't save those people. They're not salvageable. It's not your job. You're not their martyr and you're not a victim. It's their job to fix themselves. It sucks. Trust me. I have let go of everyone in my life. Everything in my life. If it's not for my greatest self, for my bigger self, that's elevating me to the highest level that I could possibly be, it's gotta go. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's my job, my kids, none of it. It's not selfish, guys. That's knowing who I am, and that's self-love, because I know when I reach that greatest point that every single person around me is going to feel that vibration and they're going to go with me. And they're already going. It happens to me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I create change. In the companies I'm in, where I live right now, massive change in a good way. When I walk into a room, I elevate the room. I lift people up. I show them the beauty within inside of themselves. Those that don't have the strength or that are hollow inside, they don't even come near me because they know I see the truth of them and they don't want to see the truth of themselves. It's coming, guys. The split is coming. Get prepared. Do the work. What does that mean? That means go into meditation. Look at your belief systems. Look at the people around you. Look at everything that's going on in your life. Does it add value? Is it profitable for you? If not, it's got to go. You are it. There is only one you. You are the only one living your life. You are the only one that's ever going to understand you. Period. End of story. I don't care if you have a twin flame. Even that twin flame is not going to fully understand you ever. God created you. And you're all there is. And without you, God would not have that experience that you lived. And God actually praises you. God worships you. Think about that. Because it's true. I love you. Good night.